Do you want to see my new auto water change system? Alright, fishy folks, happy Sunday Funday. The auto water change system upgrade is complete. So let's go over from start to finish. First, we'll take you on the history. When I made the first auto water change system, I had this big tub, and this is the insert to a bucket truck for the electric company. And it's insulated. It's just plastic, but it's insulated, so obviously it could stand in there. Based on the measurements, it holds about 200 gallons, maybe a little more. You can see it's almost empty. I have a little tiny pump pumping the rest of the water out into a tank that needs to be cleaned. These two tanks over here, as you may or may not know, I lost the 5 angels in the 2 tanks, the pair of marbles that were over here, a male platinum, and 2 female kois that had spawned once. I lost them to some fungus. I don't really know what it was, but they're gone. So I gotta clean the tanks, sanitize, let them air dry. Unfortunately, when I built this system, I glued this here, and I didn't think I did, but I can't take this off. So I can't like pick these tanks up and bring them over to the sink and clean them because I'm a dummy. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's get back to the auto water change system. So the water, I used to fill this up daily, and I would change about 100 gallons a day in the fish room, give or take, using irrigation valves and that timer, a big pump, and that pump start relay. So the timer will go on, would energize the pump start relay, which would energize the pump, and then a second later, one irrigation valve would open and water would flow. And I had it set it into 3 different zones. This whole rack was one zone, except for those 3 tanks over there. That was another zone. They were for fry grow out, so they got 100% water changes daily. So they were on a 2nd zone, and then this rack and this rack were on a 3rd zone. Well, what happened, as you guys may or may not know, I travel to Japan twice a year, and I do travel for work sometimes, and I'm gone for 4 or 5 days at least. When I'm in Japan, I'm gone for at least 11 days. And during that time, there's no auto water change going on down here. Very little feeding, but there's no auto water change because filling the tub was still a manual process. So I decided a couple months ago I wanted to get rid of this tub, basically because I want the space for tanks. And the only way to do that and still have an auto water change system is have the water go through filters. So the way it works is water comes in from that red PEX, goes into that thermostatic mixing valve, which is set as low as it goes, which is approximately 78 degrees. And then that water flows into my 3-part filter, 3-stage filters. This one's a 5 micron filter to take out sediment. Probably don't need that for my purposes, but that's what it came with. And then 2 carbon block filters to take out the chlorine. Again, I probably only need 1, but this way I can change one, leave the other one in there, you know, and maybe every other month change them. So then the water comes down here through this pipe, and all this is repurposed pipe from my old system, into one solenoid valve, and splits off into a T into the 2 other systems. So it's really one system now instead of 3. One zone instead of 3 separate zones. The only thing I have to do to actually finish it is add these 3 tanks to the plumbing. Right now it's not attached to anything, but that's really not a big deal. I just add water to that angel tank to change water. As a matter of fact, I'll probably add some of the water from the tub just to top that off and change out some water. So that was a pretty big project that I had planned for this week. I'm off from work. My oldest son is going to college tomorrow, so I wanted to spend some time with him. I took the week off and worked down here as well, you know, when he was with his girlfriend or what have you. So long story short, I did get it pretty much complete. I should have some more touch-ups to do, which I should be able to get done today. Yeah, that'll be good for when I go away. Just standing here looking at the Pink Panda Platy tank. I see a couple fry in the weeds down here. I saw 2 or 3 swimming. Now I see, what is that? There's something red on the, I don't know if you can see it, but I did remove a very pregnant female and put her in a breeder box, which I tell everyone not to use. I hate them. Drop fry and they would survive. She's been in here about 24 hours. I'm gonna move her tomorrow morning, whether she dropped fry or not. What else is going on in the fish room? So I have those 2 empty 20-gallon tanks now. Once they're completely sanitized and dry, I'm gonna take the koi angels, those 5 that I got at the in the corner that I got at the my first auction, put them in one of those 20 gallons and hopefully find a pair. I may only put 3 in one and 2 in the other. 5 angels that size in a 20-gallon tank is a lot of fish. There could be some aggression, but I'm hoping to find a pair. These guys spawned this angel tank. It's a silver male and a blue zebra female. And whoa, look at that. See, that's what happens. Stand by. Ooh, that was close, fishy folks. That was close. So this is a 10-gallon tank with a sterilized pickle jar, which has some angel wigglers in it, as you can see on the bottom. There might be a few free swimming. Maybe not, but maybe. And then this is a container of water that is the same temperature, so I can do water changes. I have a heater in there, heated to 82 degrees-ish. And I was changing water. I like to change 50% daily. It's just the number I chose. You can do whatever you want. Could be too much, could be too little. But I'm trying this method out from Daniel Anderson, the mad scientist, the creator of finbids.com. Check out his website, finbids.com. It's an auction site. And he also has some videos on YouTube, which I will link. He is a genius. Anyway, I'm trying to get my angel production back up. You can see there's quite a few wigglers in there. When that jar was on its side, I don't know if any got out into the main tank, but if they did, they did. If not, great. You can hear the auto water change system running. You know, I have 55 tanks. There's 55 lines running, and you can see the water flow out of all of them is quite a lot. Yeah, that's probably right. Quite a lot. What I'm doing is I'm testing different times. If you can see this tank, how high the water level is, I want to make sure it doesn't overflow. So this is a 10-minute run. If these tanks don't overflow, I'll up it to 12 minutes, you know, maybe later on today and see. One of the problems I'm having, though, is the temperature of this water is a little warm. You can see this tank on the top row is at 79, which in itself isn't bad. It's their tropical fish, they're fine. I'd like to lower it a degree or two. If not, really not a big deal. Alright guys, I think that's it for Sunday Fun Day. Let me show you these guys. These guys have grown quite lovely. These German half-blacks, AOC tails. I don't know what else to call them. If you guys know what I should call these, or if they have a different name, certainly let me know. But I do have quite a few that are ready to go for sale. If you are interested, they look great. The other thing is these pink pastel nebula, steel nebula guppies. Also, I have quite a few here ready to go for sale. So if you're interested in a pair, let me know. You can email me at gmail@michaelsfishroom.com. No, that's backwards. You can email me at michaelsfishroom@gmail.com for a stock list, and I'll send you an estimate on what fish you want. All right, boys and girls, that's it for now. Hope everyone has a great Sunday fun day. And stay tuned for more delicious videos later. I should shave. What the heck was that? Auto water change system update. Stay tuned. I have some more touch-ups to do, which I should be able to get. But I wanted to see if she would drop flies.